Okay. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Well, it's morning here in California. I hope you're having a good Saturday. We are doing a live stream today. It's our raffle winner, Carol, who won a free animal communication with our volunteer Nami from Pawprint Bridge. Nami is a professional animal communicator. And she is going to be doing a reading with Carol's dog, Harper. And so let me bring Carol out. Actually, do you want to say hi? Sandy wants to say hi. Sandy, she needs a home. Adopt her, please. Take her home for Christmas. Over here, we got Elsa. And there's Cece down there. Hi, Cece. Okay. I'm going to bring Nami on now. Hi, Nami.
Hi, Kathy. Good
Can you hear the barking? Yes. Oh, that's Rosie barking. Rosie's barking outside. So Nami, thank you for donating your animal communication sessions. We actually had 2 winners 2 months in a row. So Carol was the one winner, and the other winner, her communication is January 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? So yeah,
I think 6. I think,
or something like it's early January. Okay, Elsa, you want to get down?
I hear Elsa. I love you, Elsa.
Has stuff to discuss. She has stuff to discuss. Okay, so that's why we didn't have a live stream in November, because we had 2 winners, and so we have a raffle. It's an ongoing raffle, and once you get your raffle ticket in the jar, it stays in there for every month. So if you enter the raffle today, okay, Sandy needs a home. Puppy Monkey needs a home, right, Sandy? So if you enter the raffle, your tickets stay in there ongoing. So you have a chance to win any future month that we do these raffle drawings. And you can enter the raffle at iheartcockerspaniels.com. And then Nami, do you want to explain to people who may not know how does animal communication work, and what's your process like?
Yes. So animal communication is like understanding a universal language, and I like to explain it's similar to how Einstein's equal MC square, which explains everything as energy. Our senses pick up and send the energy to our brains and turn into our feelings and languages, thoughts and the memories, all different type of energies. And then think of the animal communication as a tuning into a radio station to grasp the animal's energy. It's like you tuning to a specific radio station to hear music. Those signals are always around us, but we only hear them when tuned in. So to understand an animal, you just need to retrain your brain to turn into their radio station. And it's just very important that the animal is always connecting. So it's always heart-to-heart communications, and then recognizing the animals are always communicating. Just to be open to receiving the informations is very important.
Right. I've always thought that my dogs probably are picking up what my energy and what's on my mind, what I'm thinking about, but I'm not picking up theirs because I'm so busy and my mind's like, like I am sure that like the dogs pick up things from me.
Oh yeah, constantly. Yeah, everything.
I'm not having a 2-way communication with them because I'm not getting quiet and meditating and having intention. So how you're different from other animal communicators, at least from what because I've used a lot of animal communicators in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But your process, this is what how I see it being different, is it's a 2 hours of your time. And the first hour is you get the client's information, photo of their animal and all the questions. And you spend the first hour in a deep meditative state thinking about the photo of the animal. Mm-hmm. And then that's when you have your deep communication with the animal. And then the second hour is where you share with the client what you learned, and then there's some back and forth, right?
Yes.
So you want to explain that a little bit more? Like, what's it like the first time you're meditating with a new animal?
Yeah, well, first time I communicate with animal, I prefer to honor their time and space. It's very sacred space for them. So I just want to honor, and they are more comfortable with me in sharing their personal information if I make a time the quiet environment, because they then I can get all the clear information from them, what they wanted to share with me. And then always I ask a positive question first, like, how are you doing, and then tell me about yourself. It's just like meeting two person in the first time, just casual conversation to see if they wanted to share anything. And so I'm not going to start anything like, okay, so why did you pee on the floor today? I'm not going to start with that. So they were like, oh, well, we just met, right? So it's the same
Right.
thing. So I like to honor their time and space, just to get the feeling of what they wanted to share. I don't force them to share anything in the past that they were traumatic in the first time,
Right.
because once they know me and they feel safe with me, and they're more willing to open to share more personal thing in the later. So that's the first hour that I spend more time, to get all the information and ask the questions. And then second, when we meet with their guardians, owner, the parents, I share everything what their animals shared with me, and then always they have opportunity to ask additional questions or to clarify things, because I get the information a lot of the time. Picture images, it's like a movie, not so much of the word, like, because the language is our human languages, so they don't
Right.
use that. So it's more of the sense of knowing, feelings, colors, picture and images, then I translate into our human languages. So, there is always some, I might mistranslate what they're trying to tell me. So the owner has time to, ask me a question to clarify things if there's anything doesn't ring a bell or it doesn't
Right.
resonate with them.
And also remember, there's been communications you've done with some Camp Cocker dogs where you picked up a scent for like a second. Like that was amazing, because I had a dog that was fearful of something and we couldn't figure it out. And she shared with you a brief scent of alcohol. And I'm like, what? I don't drink. There's no alcohol in my house. And I figured out it was the alcohol wipies that I use on my Starbucks cup. And she was in the car with me. But that was interesting. And then there's other times where you feel a sense of the dog's pain, like for like a second, right? Like if a dog, let's say a dog has a broken arm, you would feel how you would just feel a sharp pain in your arm.
Sometimes the sharp pain, it's what their experience is. It's not necessary, because it's the same thing as a human. It's
Right.
not every person's feel the same sensation of pain, even have the
Right.
same broken leg. So I
Right.
receive what they're feeling at the moment, and it's always with brief moment that I feel it. So that's why I can differentiate, okay, this is my pain versus the animal's pain that they're feeling.
Because it's so fast. Okay. Oh gosh, that's just incredible. That's just incredible. I don't know how you do it. I know you studied for 2 years and practiced every day, but it's incredible. Anyway, before we bring Carol on to do her communication with Harper, do you want to do a quick check-in on you recently communicated with our dog Rosie, who's new,
Rosie.
and Rosie's having a really hard time getting adopted. And I don't know if you wanted to share with people what your communication was, because you had communicated with her. We just got her in November, right?
Yes, let me see. Yeah, I have a note
Yeah.
from the first communication when I communicated with her. I think this was, maybe she was about to leave a
Oh
shelter,
yeah, she
or
was
somewhere
still
around
in
the
the
time.
shelter, and I asked you if you could connect with her because I wanted to I just want to make sure she wasn't aggressive. Like, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Because I can't take any dogs that are aggressive.
Yes, yes. Okay.
I think I have it on my phone.
Okay.
Let me see if I can.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Wait.
Did you? Because
Yeah, I found it.
you found
Okay.
it. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
so it was at the shelter. Yeah, I communicated with her November 11th, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's the date.
Because
Yes.
I told her I was coming to get her at that point. So
Mm-hmm.
once I knew she was coming, I asked you to communicate.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Okay, so I'll just share what my note says that our conversation with
Okay.
Rosie. This was when she was just rescued. So as I tuned into her, she immediately came out to me with happy towel, yet I could sense that she was very unsure. She was a little nervous. So I created my mental image and told her that she is in a safe place right now, and everyone who is going to meet from now on, are all nice people and will help you to find the perfect home. And I told her to tell me about herself and her favorite things in life. She says that she's always looking for some things to have fun in life. She says she loves to run and loves to chase small creatures. She says she loves to eat, but she's more interested in explore, play with other dogs, and be with people. She loves to get petted her belly and roll over herself on the ground. She does not like too much to have anything on her neck or body. That telling me that she basically lived with an open field. She never really walked with a leash or harness or anything like that. She said she used to walk around without any leashes. She shows me that area with the open field. Not so much of greens or trees. It's like field. She lived with many dogs, like many dogs, mostly big dogs or like a little heart size. I didn't really see much smaller dogs that she showed me. She seems that she was never lived indoor with someone in the house. She lived with the people, but she had her own house, almost like a kind of shed. That
Like a tool shed or a
Right,
dog
like a
house or something. Yeah.
doghouse. She was pretty freely going in and out of her property, so she was very. She's not really confined. She wasn't. At least that's how she showed me. And she said she just happened to got lost like while she was chasing like some small squirrels or like something, and she said she just got simply lost. That was her explanation why she was like out there. She says she
Yes,
did not
girl.
really have a strong
Prettiest.
connection with
Who is the
one
prettiest?
person particularly. She says she would just follow people who seems very gentle and nice, but she gets scared if people are too tall or too loud, or if the people are walks too fast to greet her in a certain situation. She just not familiar with a lot of people, she says, but she generally really loves people and an attention once she feels safe. That's what she says.
Yeah.
She says she loves to eat, but she is slowly feeling slight a tightness in the chest. That was what she was showing me back
When
then.
we got her, yeah.
hmm
Um,
she did not feel sick, but she feels a little bit off. Um, the sense I had was maybe she was kind of fighting off with
Harper.
some sort of
You're
like
so
upper respiratory
beautiful.
infection. But I felt that, she may not, I feel like that she may be able to fight off as long as she gets a good nutrition.
yeah.
And then she was shaking her head a little bit, but it was not so much of like a ear infection or anything like that. But she had a little dry skin, was a little bit itchy. That was all. She seems very, very young, like she's a little less um over year and a half. She seems very, very young to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. It's like
She said
a
she
puppy. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. She showed me like she used to love chewing on the sticks or anything to she can put on the mouth, like, but she really didn't show me any toys though. But like she finds her own toy, on the field, and then she likes to chew on and play with it, like shaking it.
Yeah.
Um, she says she really, really active. She loves to explore and have fun in the life. That's what she likes to do, she says. So I reassure that she's going to have wonderful life from now on. So that was my brief conversation I had
Yeah.
with her. So
So she,
yeah,
so she
she's
met some
definitely had a.
adopters.
Mhm,
Yeah. She met some potential adopters a couple weeks ago. They came here, and it was not a good idea to bring them here because she was guarding the space.
mhm,
Was viewing them
mhm,
as intruders. So then a week later, I got a force-free dog trainer to go with me to their home to try the introduction again, and it went better. However, they have they have a lifestyle where they want to walk like 2-3 times a day, and she's not ready. She's out in public, she's so fearful, so she's not ready for that out in public yet. Um,
mhm,
and
mhm,
also they have Rosie, you don't have enough. They have two older children, like 17 and 19. But just I just think we should look for a home with maybe someone that's an adult only, no children that are going to have friends visiting, and someone who has at least one confident, friendly dog. Because I noticed that Rosie does much better meeting strangers if there's another dog
mhm,
that's going up to the strangers and being friendly. And so Rosie
mhm,
looks to the other dog for cues. So I think
mhm,
she probably needs a home that's adult only, no children, a house with a yard, someone with a home with a friendly, confident dog in the home, and then someone willing to work with a force-free dog trainer, which will sponsor, but it's just
mhm,
hard finding that perfect home who will understand her. Because the dog I know, after 24 hours, she's like this lovely, lovely affection.
mhm,
But it's just the strangers coming in. She barks and growls, and it's scary to see because you're like, oh, is she going to hurt anyone? So,
mhm,
so anyway, I don't think she would. I think she's barking and growling to say, I'm scared. Don't touch me. She's communicating.
mhm, mhm.
So anyway, but we have to find her a special home. Thank you for communicating with her when she
Yes.
arrived, and also when she went to meet her adopters the second time. You helped with that, so thank you. Should we bring Carol on?
Yes.
Okay, Carol. So her dog Harper went over the Rainbow Bridge, right? And so Carol sent you all the questions. She filled out the questions she has, and then you've already done the first hour, so
Yes.
you already know Harper.
Yes.
We're all going to get to
Yes.
hear about Harper now. So I'm going to bring Carol on, and then I will leave so that you can go over everything with Carol. So thank you, Nami. Let me bring
Thank
Carol
you, Kathy. Yes.
on. Hi, Carol, and this is Carol's husband, Fred. I'm going to exit. Take it
Thank
from
you.
here, Nami. Have fun, Carol.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Okay, Carol and Fred, I'm very excited to share with you what Harper shared with me. Again, let me just explain how I receive information. Oh, I forgot to ask, have you ever used Animal Communicator prior to
No.
this? It's the first time? Okay. Different communicator has different way of receiving information, how they carry two-way conversation. So let me explain how I receive information. So in my case, I receive a lot of pictures and images little visuals. Also, I receive a strong sense of feeling and then knowing, and then I translate into our human language. Then we do the two-way conversation, vice versa. But then again, like I explained to Kathy a little bit prior to this, that because it's all coming from Harper's perspective, so something sometimes it doesn't really make sense to you, or doesn't ring a bell, but just keep it open that it's just her perspective.
Okay.
Yes, and then just important to be open, feeling her. But also if there's anything just doesn't sound like Harper at all or doesn't make sense, you can always stop me. Because I need to go back to ask Harper and to clarify things. So she's here with us always. But so she's very, very excited. She's like, wagging tail, and then so excited to share, yes, share her, how she's been doing up there in the spirit world. So she's very excited to share with you. Okay, alrighty. So I'm going to share with you what she shared with me. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna pull up the notes. Okay, all right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So as I tune into her, she immediately started zooming around, like zooming around my energy field. She gave me a cute kind of wolf, a mix with like a howl. Like it was very excited. She was very vocal. Is that something she did? Like she was like
she would get excited. Yes, absolutely.
She was like very excitable, I have to say. So she started like shaking her whole body and like a little butt, like whole, yeah. And then she gave me like a little, right? She gave me like a play balls and like this. So she was like so excited, right? So I created my mental image and told her that mommy and daddy has sent me here to talk to her. She said, yes, I know. She says, mommy told me about it. Did you tell her about that? I'm coming to talk to her because she said you did.
Well, we talk to her a lot.
Yes. She says she has been visiting a lot. And she is always there by your side. She says she is such a happy girl with the biggest smile on her face. She says she is she was very active, she says. She mentioned that she got slower like towards the end, like as she get older, but when she was younger, she was very, very active. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah, like almost like a nonstop. But the vision what she's showing me right now is that younger herself, like she's like puppy, like she's like zooming around nonstop, and she's happy right now. So then I told her, Harper, mommy and daddy miss you very much and then love you very, very much. Do you know how much they love you? And wants to know that you are okay in the spirit world. She says she loves you so much, mommy and daddy. She says that she knows you misses her very, very much. She says, I'm here always. She said like, she's here, like she's very busy visiting you. That's what she said. Then I told her to tell me about herself and her favorite things in life so that mommy and daddy would know that I'm truly connecting with their Harper. Okay, so this is what she shared with me about herself from her perspective. Okay, so she says she brought a lot of fun and happiness into mommy and daddy's life. Is it true? Yeah. She says she loved having fun in life. She says she was very pretty, like very pretty. She says
she was a pretty girl. She knew it.
Right? Yeah, she knew it. She's very, very pretty. And then she said she was very confident. That agree with that? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Right.
She walked like a show dog always. She did.
Exactly. Yes. She was look at me like I'm pretty, right? She said she was very confident and she did what she loves to do. She says she was very busy when she was on Earth. She said she was a very busy girl. She loved to yeah, she loves to zoom around, sniff around, play. Yeah, she
Oh yeah.
says she played hard, but also she rested very hard. Like like
She used to snore.
yeah, right. She loved to be like a couch potato in a way, like right? Like
Yes.
but like she played really hard. She said she had unlimited energy for zoomies and catching toys, shaking them, but she just loves to cuddle and snuggle with mommy and daddy, like a little stuffed animal. That's what she says.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like the way how she talks very, very fast. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Like she's like, she says she was very expressive, talkative. Do you agree with that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She says she had a pretty loud bark when she got excited. Yes?
Oh, yeah.
She did, I would say. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. She says she talks very fast and moved very fast, like a nonstop when she was young. Do you recall that?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. She says she loves to go places with you, especially the place where she could smell food. Like she loved food. Yeah.
She did love food.
She
love
said, she said she sniffed very intensely and like quickly when she went to new places, hoping to find a treasure. Like her sniffing sounds like it's so loud, like so intense. Do you recall that? Like when she finds
Also, I
something.
wondered because she'd lost at some point, she'd lost her hearing, and so I'm sure her sense of smell became more acute.
But like she was like sniffing, and then she was just like
Always
on a
investigating.
mission. Exactly. She says she was always on the mission. She says she was pretty famous and everyone loved her. Is it true?
Yes. Yes.
Right? Yeah, she knew it. She knew it. She says she always say hi to people.
Yeah.
She loves. But except when she's on a mission, she sometimes kind of ignore them because
Yes.
she's just busy with her mission. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, she would ignore the dogs next door who really wanted to play with her. She was
yeah,
busy.
but she's like, I'm sorry, I'm busy. Like I'm busy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, yeah. So and she's showing me an image of her sniffing, walking very intensely, very focused when she's on a mission. Like she's so focused, right?
Right.
She says now she thinks that she could have been the best police detective dog because she was so good at it.
Oh.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I wish I could be like a police officer or something. Like that's how she explained. I mean, she's so confident, right?
Okay.
Like, yeah. So she's like, I'm so good. That's what she said. She also loved like sniff out small creatures. The way how she's showing me, she says like she could detect like little mice or like a squirrel, like a small creatures, even their little like a trace. And then she said she could find like a hideout. Do you remember she was doing that? And she showed me the image of her like digging. Do you ever
Oh,
recall?
yeah. Digging in the backyard.
Digger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's a digger, yeah. Yeah, so she said she was really good at it. And then she said when she's digging, she's finding their hideout. That's what she says. Harper thinks that she used to go to a training class to show off her beauty and her smart brain. I don't know if it's actually like a training or like
a beauty parlor when she used to get her hair cut.
Oh yeah, that she used to love to go to get. We used to call it the beauty parlor. When she would go get groomed, and she would strut in and strut out. And it's funny because when you mentioned pretty, and we talked to you about that song, All the Pretty Girls. That was her. How she would just strut around, especially when she had just been groomed. She knew it.
Oh, that's what she said. Yes, she loves to get groomed. I'll tell you what she said about that. But yes, so to her it was like going to like a show class or something like that. So I wasn't sure if it's the actual training or like obedient class or like a show that she thought she was going to like
No, I will tell
showcase.
you, she when she came to us, she was very well disciplined and trained, and she never like she would come out with us in the front yard, and she knew not to go out into the street, but she would sit right on the edge of the curb and watch people walk by. We have a lot of walkers in the neighborhood, and they would walk by with dogs and so forth, and she'd sniff, but she'd never leave the curb, but she would always cry when they continued on with their walk, but never left the yard.
Yeah. She says she's very smart, right? So she knew it. She says that all that like showing off her beauty and showing off her smart brain to the world, that made mommy and daddy very proud. And that was when she said that was more when she was younger. Like she was slowing down in the bed. Do you recall that?
I'm sorry, she was what?
She was like when she get older, she was slowing down.
She
like
was, but she was always a sweet girl, and she always, very well received. Like I said, when we had her out anywhere, she was very loving. She would allow people to touch her. But you're right. She was a spunky girl as a young girl. Mm-hmm.
Yes, she was very spunky, right? She said she was very good with the other dogs. She had a couple of doggy friends that she really enjoyed playing with. She says she would often give out like a play ball and bark to invite play. That's how she like invites to play. And she loves being chased by other dogs. Do you remember? Yeah. That was her like favorite play style that she likes to do. Just like zoom around, being chased, She also said she was pretty good with both big dogs, small dogs, like right? Yeah.
Yep.
She's very confident. She also loved to fetch squeaky toys. Do you recall that?
Oh yes.
She says she didn't destroy toys, but she was pretty gentle with them.
She was, yes.
Yeah, right. But she said when she was younger, she did recall like maybe a few squeakers, out here and there. But she said she was always very gentle with her toy. That's what she says. She says she loved to eat anything, and she would never turn down food. Is it true?
That is true.
Yeah, she says if she did not eat, that was always a big no-no, and the mama needs to take her to the vet. She said like if she stopped eating, that's something really wrong with her. She says that was always a sign when she was not feeling well or not herself. Do you recall that?
Oh yes.
Yeah. She said she knew some tricks to make you smile and then feel happy so she could get treat.
Oh, she did. And most of all, it was just sitting there because she was so cute. I mean, she would give you those looks with those big brown eyes, that she was like putty. We were like putty in her paw.
So she showed me when she said that though, she showed me the image her hopping on her hind legs and almost like circling and dancing.
Right. We wanted to see her tricks.
She said she used to do that when she was younger. Do you recall? Like hopping?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. But it was before her joints start aching. She had a little joint issue. Do you recall?
She did. She actually was diagnosed with a torn ACL, but because she had a stage 4 heart murmur, she was not a candidate for surgery. So they managed it with medication.
Yes. So until then, like she was more active, like hopping, that kind of. She called it dance.
Yes.
She likes to dance and then make you smile. She said she shared. She said you both shared food with Harper on the special occasions. Yeah. She said she loved to party where people gather
Right.
and ate yummy food. She thought it was always celebrating her birthday or simply just appreciating her beauty and then the hard work she did to make everyone happy. I mean, she's so funny. So she thought that's a big party for Harper always. If that makes sense.
Yes, indeed.
I know, she's so funny. She says people gave her food, and then when she said she showed me an image of her almost like a drooling as she watched you
Yes, she
meet.
would
Yeah.
drool.
I was thinking about something you said earlier. She would really turn those eyes on and just like, are you sure there's not more there for me?
She's drools, right?
Yeah.
And then the image of her is showing me specifically, to me, it's like roasted beef, or while you're cutting pieces for her, or like
Yeah.
you're eating, like she just drools, like, but like she was not demanding though, like she's very right,
Yes.
quiet, patiently waits, but just the eyes and drools, right?
Right.
She also loves to stare at mommy and daddy, to send a lot of love and healing. She says she was a healer. So do you recall she stares at you a lot?
Oh yeah.
Yes, she did.
Yeah,
He did.
mm-hmm. Yeah. So she said she was sending all the love and the
Oh.
healing, she says, because she felt like mommy and daddy needs one.
Oh.
She also loved to lick you. So she's licking, especially like your hand, while you're watching or relaxing, chilling together. Do you recall that?
She licked my hand, but she wouldn't lick my face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, more like a hands, yeah?
Yes.
Right, yes. So it wasn't like a kiss. Some dogs like give it lots of kisses in the face.
Right.
But like she was licking the hands, like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that was something she really likes to do. She said she waited very patiently for food, but sometimes she said she stole a big chunk of a meat or food off the table when you are not around.
Oh, I don't
Do you
know.
recall?
I don't remember that one.
No, I don't recall that. But
Yeah.
she used to dance if like you said, with the scent, if it was we were cooking or whatever, and she wanted something, she would go back and forth between one paw and the other, and sometimes she'd just growl like, like, don't you notice me here?
Yeah. She said when you're not around, and then kind of she gave me a look, like she smiled. So yeah, I figure you may not remember because she said she sneaked one. Yeah. So she said she thought she thought you left it for her, so she did. But she said when you are not around. So I don't know. You might have to think through to see, maybe one time, maybe you forgot to let something and it was gone. But yeah, she says she did that when you are not around. She says those were very fun memories, and that she remembers, and that her heart smiles, she says. She doesn't think that she was a troublemaker. She was always a good girl. Yep. And she was just simply making sure mommy and daddy had a good life and have fun. She said, again, proudly, she says, everyone loved me, she says. And she was quite famous for being beautiful, friendly, and funny. That's what she said about Harper. So up to here is what she shared with me about Harper. Does this sound like you, Harper?
It does, yes.
Okay. I mean, she's just so funny, like, like a nonstop, right? Like a nonstop energy she's just sharing with me, and she's really happy.
Do you think it's now she's been gone a couple of years? Do you think that and you say that she comes to visit frequently? Do you think that she was just waiting? She, in other words, for us to recognize that she indeed was coming, was, you know what I mean? That we hadn't forgotten.
Oh, no. She, I'll tell you what she told me later, but she wants to coming back to you guys. Like, she thinks you guys are ready to have another dog. and that she wants to reincarnate. But I'll share.
Tell her,
Yes,
come on back.
You tell her we would love that. I just said that this morning.
But she's ready. But okay, I'll share with that because she says. But simply she thinks that mommy and daddy needs Harper, so that's what she's doing. And then I have to tell you what she shared with me, what she's doing in the spirit world was very, very interesting, and it was so it's very interesting. I have to tell you. I'll tell you why. But so this sounds like a Harper, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I asked the questions that you both prepared. Okay, so I'm going to share what she shared with me. So I asked the first question, how are you doing in the spirit world? And mommy, daddy wants to make sure you're okay. So she says, well, look at me. She says, I'm beautiful, well groomed. She says she used to get very energetic and really happy after each grooming. Like Carol already said that, right? She gets so happy and excited every time she get groomed because, like, look at my beauty. Like, so she used to very, very excited after each grooming. So now she said in the spirit world, she looks perfect, she says. As always, she says, she did not like her hair getting too long with too tangles. So she says she really appreciated mommy for always being on top of everything to make sure she looks beautiful. That's what she said. She says she's very busy right now, playing with the other puppies and flying around different realms. She's like she's flying. I have to tell you, if that makes sense. But like, she's so busy. She said she thought she would not have a job in the spirit world, but the angels told her that she would be a good greeter at the Rainbow Bridge, welcoming newly transitioned souls.
Oh my.
So she said she has been at the gate greeting people and animals at they cross the bridge. So she has a job because she's always by the door, the gate, you could say that. She says she can visit and see mommy and daddy 24/7 like this, which she loves about her job. Yes, she said she loves talking to human souls or animals who seems sad and lost when they, recently transitions. So she said she's still making sure everyone smiles and feels safe in the spirit world. And she just wants to make sure I tell mommy and daddy to know this about her job so that you guys can be proud of her, she says. So she was
that sounds like a perfect job for her.
Right? Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes, that's what she said. She felt like she's very honored to be picked by Angel to have a job. So she's a gatekeeper. That some people call, right?
Right.
Yeah, so then I asked, are there any family members who visit you at the bridge? So when I asked that question, so she immediately showed me elderly female and then gentleman. She has very the lady had a very similar energy with Carol, you.
My mother. My mother.
Yeah, did she had a short hair?
She did have shorter hair, yes.
Yeah. So did she had a dog like a brown like mid-sized dog? Did she have that?
She did. When we were younger, she had. Yes, she did. We've had dogs all of our lives. So yeah, but
yeah. So she was with a brownish, more of like a white-ish color, like a mid-sized dog that she used to get.
You could have snuggle. Yeah. She had a. That would have been her dog. Yep.
Yes. And the elderly gentleman who had like glasses and then almost like a cane to me. But then again, I'm not sure if you are familiar with the person that she's showing to me.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It could be my dad. It could have been my dad. Yeah.
She says that they're around, but she says she goes around with many souls. So she does not stay with any particular human souls right now, but she's
Okay.
very well known. She's very famous in the spirit world.
I
So
believe it.
yeah, you believe it? Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is really funny because I've communicated with many animals through transitions, and a lot of the time, I wouldn't say a lot, but many times when they show the people or the soul, they kind of stick together. I mean, in the heaven, they're always together, like almost I call it oneness. But a lot of the time when they wanted to show it to me to see who are with, they're kind of like a stick together all the time. But for Harper, some reason she said I'm busy making sure everyone's happy, like because she said there's some soul, like a human soul, or the animals coming and seems lost, that they don't have a family. So she says she goes up to them and then she said, "Hey, I'm Harper. Like I'm a gatekeeper." So she's basically greeting everyone. So she said she's busy. So
And does she hand out greenies? She used to love greenies. I could see her with a basket of greenies.
Oh my God, yes. But she's just like, "Hey, I'm Harper. No worry. Like this is great." That's what she's been doing. So it was very interesting that she said she doesn't really stay with that particular souls to like stick around, but rather she's very actively, doing her job. That's what she says. Then I ask, is there any of our your family dogs with you in the spirit world? Okay, so she again it's the same thing because she's been so busy doing her job. When I asked that question, so she showed me the brownish, like the dog that with your mother. I feel like it's
Right.
your mother. Also, it kind of like a lab mix, a dog. Do you recall?
No.
Also looks like maybe a spaniel, like a golden retriever mix, that kind of a dog. Do you recall? And then also she showed me this small chihuahua looking dog.
Okay, so well, yeah, I was going to say that the larger dog could have been when she came to us. She was with there was another dog in the household, but I don't think it was a mix, but I don't know what the mix was, and I do know she was very attached to that dog. Yeah.
Yes. She says she travels from place to place, different realms to realms. So she sees them occasionally, but not often. So she's one busy angel up there. Like really, she says many souls really need her at the bridge to comfort newly transitioned souls, especially those who did not have family to help them transition. So because everyone is new to everything is new to them. So she says basically like like you said like she's handing out the
The
greenies, like
Yep.
she's like, hey, she's just so welcoming. That's what she does. Okay, so then I ask next question. Did you understand why you went to sleep and that mommy and daddy's heart broke to let you go? She said yes. She said it was her time. She trusted that mommy and daddy would recognize the sign that she gave to let you know it was her time. She said her body was slowing down, her joints were aching. She often kind of panting, and she did not have that energy to like walk around like before.
Right.
So she knew it was her time when she realized that she can no longer make you smile or laugh. She said that she really appreciates that you made the right decision for her. She says that it was very peaceful, and she gave you a big hug as soon as she left her body, she says. She said that she follows you home to make sure like you are okay. So this is what she's showing me, like how right after she left her body, she basically was like following you around, both of you. She showed me an image of her sleeping between mommy and daddy to comfort you that night. She also showed me an image of her licking your face to wipe away your tears, she said. She said she was quite busy after leaving her body to take care of mommy and daddy, she says.
Oh,
She
yes,
says
we
she
were pretty torn up.
she says she saw a human soul again, like a short-haired woman, like colored clothing, wearing like a long shirt, the skirt, and with the dogs, the mid-sized dogs, she said. So those soul came and patted her head and told her to follow her. So so this soul told Harper that she could visit whenever she wanted, but the first she needed to meet the light. Some people will call this as light worker, or some people call it as a creator, some people might call it as a universe or the God. But she said she needs to meet them. That is where the Harper is now, and she says she's working as a gatekeeper. That's what she says. Then I ask next question. Do you know how much mommy and daddy misses you and talk about you? And then speak in your voice all the time. She said yes. She says she knows what she says she's always around. She says she misses you too very much, but wanted to come back to you soon. Then I ask, do you know how happy you made mommy and daddy, and then that you rescue them? She said yes. She
See?
she said she said yeah. She said she thinks she rescued you guys. She said her job was bring fun and happiness into mommy's and daddy's life to be the glue of the family, she says. She said, I'm not sure if it's true, but she said she was always the one to break up the fight between mommy and daddy. That's what she said.
You know what she didn't like? We used to tease, like, when she did not like where somebody felt like they were
Getting
hitting
smacked.
another person or anything. She didn't like that at all.
Yeah. So
we would do it to tease her, and she would we'd really get a rise out of her.
Oh yeah.
yeah. So she wants to make sure you guys are, stick together in a happy family. So that was her job, she says. Then I ask, were you happy on earth with mommy and daddy? Yes. She gave me immediate yes. She says she chose to come to mommy and daddy. She said she did. She felt a very, very strong connection with you and wanted to come to you. She thought you both needed her.
Oh yes.
So yeah, so she said that was her clear choice that she made. Like she's like, oh, I'm going to you. That's what she said. Then I asked the next question. Do you know mommy's heart still cries for you? She says yes. She said that is why she thinks she wants to come in back as a dog again if you are ready. She said mommy and daddy feels you around all the time. Oh, I said I'm sorry. The question. Mommy and daddy feels you around all the time. Mommy's wondering if you remember what your favorite song was. So she says she still loves to cuddle and sit next to you, and sometimes on your lap. So when she's visiting, that's what she's doing. She used to do that, like cuddle.
She did.
yeah.
It's funny. Yes, I said I can almost feel her here.
Yeah, so she's on you, right? Cuddle. Snuggle with you. She says she doesn't know if you recall, but she says she also tried to kind of flicker lights and mess with the electricity.
The lamps,
Yeah.
yes, the lamp that's right next to where I sat and used to sit and hold her. Yes, and the bulb has
Yeah.
been flickering. Yep.
There you go. Yes. So she says she likes to do that. She also sometimes like make her picture shows up on your phone or like random places. She did that. She says
Yes.
she's very busy. She says she also visits as a cloud, changing the shapes for you.
Okay.
She sometimes comes in as a little bird. She says, I mean, she's busy.
Wow.
Yes, yes. Um, so then when I ask about her favorite song, so she showed me an image that looks like a Disney movie, Lady and the Tramp. So because you mentioned about the pretty girl,
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, yeah. So pretty girl, right? She said it was a song about love, family, dreams, harmony, and then it was very soothing for her. She said.
Oh.
She also says the song was also associated with the food. Do you, do you know why she said that? She says because the song, when you play the song, she kind of started dancing, and she said it was not always, but often around the meal time. So
Well, it could have been, I tell you, Nami, the first night that we got her, and she's always been this way. The previous owners told us that she loved greenies. And so we got her home that evening and got her settled in. And we were trying to figure out where would the best place be to put her bed. And so we had it in our family room. Well, one of us gave her a greenie in the kitchen. She immediately took the greenie very gently and she beelined for her bed. It was as if, maybe she was trained. You get the greenie and you go to your bed. And then every night after that, she would always do that. So yes, it was a big celebration. And that was another thing, that every time she saw Daddy get up at night in the evening to go towards the kitchen where she knew the greenie container was, she followed him and she knew the routine and she just knew what to expect. Yes, it was
She was tap dancing across the floor.
It was a big production. Yeah.
I know she's very smart, right? So she's about routine girl, so she remembers all that. Yes. Then I asked, do you remember what your middle name was? Okay, so when I asked, hold on, I'm crying. So when I asked about that, she showed me an image of a Mighty Mouse. I don't know why. What was her middle name?
Her middle name was Jane. I don't know why. That just came to me one day, Harper Jane. And my girlfriend said, that's so cute. And so that's kind of what stuck, Harper Jane.
Okay, so she says, I don't know, she showed me the image of a Mighty Mouse. She is not sure why, but she said she thinks it meant something. So maybe the Jane means she thought it was a small and cute and energetic and powerful.
Do you see his tattoo?
What's that?
It's Mighty.
It's Mighty Mouse.
Oh my God. That is so cute. Okay. Oh my God, that is so cute. But yes, she showed me the Mighty. Oh my God, that is so funny. Okay, but yeah, so she said, so that was her middle name, and she said, it's just really, powerful, like really cute, powerful, like little cutie, but has mighty like powers. So that's what she thought.
She was the boss, that's for sure.
She was. And then I asked next question. Mommy and Daddy are wondering if you are sending a special pap to them. She says she would rather reincarnate herself instead of sending another dog, because she doesn't think any other dog could bring you happiness and fun the way Harper did.
That would be her.
Yeah, so she said she doesn't trust other dogs.
She's so humble.
I know, she's so funny. She made me laugh. So then I asked next question: were you lonely without a the Pawprint, or were you okay being the one and only? She said she loved being the only a dog, like one and only Harper, and a special daughter. That's what she said. Okay, so then next, lastly, I asked to see if she has any message for you, mommy and daddy. Okay, so Fred, I'll go first for daddy. She says, she loves you very much. She loves how you gently stroke her while relaxing and watching TV together. She's showing me the image. She was melting on you. Like, she loved you so much. She says she loves how daddy's face melts every time he come home or saw her. Is it true? Like, you
Oh,
loved her
yeah.
very much, right?
Oh, yeah.
She says she often.
She'd always look over.
Oh, when I'd come home and I'd have her with me in my lap, she'd lay her head over the top of the armrest and wait for Carol to walk through the door. Then jump off the chair and haul her into the door. Like, goodbye, Dad.
Oh my God, that's so funny. But she made sure to greet you, right?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She says she often comes to you to release the tension that she saw in your eyes and neck by sending the love and healing energy. So she says, she was constantly trying to heal you whenever you feel tension or you feel tired. She said she wants daddy to consider welcoming the new dog. And when you do, she says she will choose a body that her soul can pop in. She says she would like to come back slightly smaller than Harper. So it will be easier on your shoulders and back to carry and lift her. She says towards the end she couldn't really walk well, so daddy often carried her. Is it that? Do you remember that?
That's true.
Yeah. So she felt bad that she said she was a little chunky towards the end. I don't know, is it true? But at least she felt
she had difficulty getting up the steps. There's a couple steps to our front door, and she could get up with the front paws, but the back, I used to always say she needed help with the caboose. And she would come to the steps and she'd sit there with her arms like up on her elbows on the first step, waiting for you to help her with the caboose to get her up the steps.
Yep. Yeah. And then in the evening when we went to go to bed, we had to go up a whole flight of steps. I'd carry her.
Yeah. So she felt bad about that. So she said she wants to come in back a little smaller. So it'll be easy for daddy to carry her. So that's what she says. She says, okay, so she also wants daddy to stay away from salty meat. Do you like salty meat?
Oh yeah, I'll eat it.
From what?
Salty meat.
Oh, like
So she says stay away from that. Try to move and jump more to improve the circulation. She says daddy's leg gets cold, so need a little more circulation. So that's what's her suggestion. Okay. All right. So to you, Carol. She says she loves you very, very much, and she does not want mommy to cry for Harper. She says when you are ready, she thinks mommy is ready already, but she would love to come back. Like, she kept saying she wants to come back, guys.
So we're ready anytime.
Okay, good. She wants to tell mommy how much she loves mommy and Harper's special time together. So she said you and Harper had a very special time. Is it true?
Yes. That's my little girl.
Yes, mommy and daughter special time, she says. She says mommy always makes sure she looks pretty, like a little Disney princess, she says. Again, she showed me the Lady in Tramp, right? She says she deeply appreciates the love and the care that mommy gave to her. She wants you to know that she had a best life ever, and to remind you again that it was her time to change and renew her body because it had grown too old. She said, she said her body got old, like she needs to change that. She said it was very, very peaceful. Um, she says, you have been carrying a lot of stress in your neck and shoulder, especially on your left side. I'm not sure if that's something you recall, but that's what at least she feels that you're carrying a lot of tension here. She says, so she says, encourage you to stretch more. That's what suggestion that she has.
That's mine too.
yeah. Because she said about your shoulder, so yeah, both of you guys have that. The tension. She said. She believes once you welcome the new Harper, your stress will ease, and because Harper will be here to heal you again, and just as she did before. Okay, so that was all the message from Harper. She made me laugh. She's just so fun, right? she's a funny girl. Yes. Okay, so now is the time, Carol, Fred, if you have any question that you have for her, I can ask her right now.
I don't know. You seem to have covered a lot of it. I think the one thing we were talking about this morning, just wondering if she had been trying to reach us, and if so, how. And I do think you covered that.
Yeah, flashing that light. Yep.
But please let her know that we are that we absolutely think that the angel, in our case, we feel that the Lord directed her to the right job. She was the right girl for the job. And I could absolutely see her. As I said, our neighbors would comment on the fact that, like I said, she would come gently to just the edge of the yard where the yard met the street light. And we would be out in the front yard, working in the yard or something. And people would walk by and they would stop and let the dogs would smell each other and they'd pet her and then they'd move on. But they would comment how she never left the curb, but she would sit there and look down the street and cry for them. That was not uncommon at all. Yeah. Yes. And the same thing that you said that, when she was on mission in the yard, she loved her yard. And she especially loved it when the grass was freshly mowed. She would throw herself over like a tipping cow. You could hear her from the deck throw herself over like a thud on her back, and she would shimmy down the hill
upside down
on her back, and then she'd run to the top and do it all over again. And she didn't care who was watching or who wasn't watching. And the dogs on that one side, we have dogs on one side of us, they would just be barking and they wanted her attention to come over and sniff at the fence. And she was just like you said, she was like, I can't be bothered. I'm busy. And she had a lot of personality, larger than life sometimes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, Mighty Mouse, right? So
absolutely. Even when she passed the vet was crying. He used to call her H. He'd say, "What's up, H?" And the vet was crying. His assistants were crying the day that she was put down, and they sent chicken soup for the doggy soul or mama's, just something like that to us with a little note in it for Harper.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, I know. Please tell everyone that she knew that she was very famous.
So she was something. And when she would go to the groomers, I used to always tell them that they needed to move the goodie shelf up because it was, down at their level. And so, most dogs would go in and sniff, not Harper. If you didn't keep eyes on her,
she'd take it and eat it.
She would have she'd pick one of the rawhides or something up, and that was what she selected. And she would just prance on.
That's so funny.
She had a little mind of her own.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh my goodness.
And also let her know that Mommy and Daddy would welcome her back anytime.
Yes. She's here. She's wagging tail, so she's like, okay, are you sure? Because she's been waiting. So she really wants to. How big was she? Like,
when
she wasn't that big though, right?
No, she wasn't. She was, I think, at her heaviest weight, she was about 22 when she passed.
Yeah.
She had lost some weight, and she was about 18. She was a little girl when she passed.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to ask one thing? You could ask her one thing for me.
Yes.
Why the first night when it snowed, when we first got her, she wanted to go outside to the bathroom. So I let her out.
It was late.
It was late outside. It was like 11:30. Why did she take off running and had to have me come out there in a trench coat and a pair of hard-soled shoes and go get her?
She's going to run away because it was snowing. There was a lot of snow on the ground. The snow was heavily coming down. So she appeared like she lost her scent. She couldn't smell where home was.
Yeah, because snow, you lose it all. I want to know why she took off running down the street.
She sure was happy when he found her.
Yeah. I said, Harper Jane, what are you doing? And she comes frolicking over. Oh, hi, Dad.
She said it would be she thought it was a plane. Like she was really having fun watching you. It's like, Harper, wait, running. Do you recall that? Like,
I recall it.
She thought it was hilarious. Like
he was running, chasing her, and she was running because she thought she was having a good time.
Yeah, well, I tell you.
So she thought you were having a good time, Fred.
Oh, let me tell you, she ran down the street, turned the corner, and 2 houses down. I mean, a good 50 yards from the house. And I'm in a trench coat with a pair of hard-soled shoes on.
He just grabbed it, whatever was there.
Yeah, whatever was there, and I just ran out the door. She's doop running around playing games.
Yeah. So she was basically playing a game. She said she's telling me now she's just so happy. She's like laughing right now. So she said, Dad, like I'm so smart. I know how to get back. Even with the snow, she said. So she was just looking. She remembered. She's now it's vividly. She's showing me the image of you, like Harper. Do you recall that? Like,
yeah, I recall that.
You're very serious, but like she was like, "Oh, catch me, like Dad."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but
so,
as soon as I got to her, she says, "Oh no, I'm busted," and so she ran over to me and jumped up in my arms and said, "Let's go."
and the last Christmas before she passed, we worried that because when we got her, as I said, there was another dog, and we worried that she was lonely for another dog. So Santa Claus brought her a dog that had a heartbeat, and we named her Rosie. And at first she didn't seem to be too excited about Rosie, but then as she got older, she used to snuggle up with her, and we would turn the heartbeat on, and she'd fall asleep. And so, of course, now we still have Rosie, and I wonder what she thought about that. What she thought about that dog. If she, if it brought her some comfort, or if she wanted to put it out with the trash, I don't know.
Okay, let me ask her. Oh, she wants you to keep that. She said, keep it.
Keep Rosie. Yeah. Okay.
Keep the Rosie and for the next one to come. Because she's very much getting ready. She's getting ready. Yes. So
it was very hard for us to think about, another animal, but on the other hand, we thought that there were other dogs, as you well know, with Camp Cocker. There's so many dogs that that just need somebody. They want somebody to love them, and and I said to my husband that would be her style. She would want us to love another, and but it took a while for our hearts. But I do think we are ready now. We do a lot of looking, and we see the dogs in the neighborhood, and
Yes. So she's not the way how she told me is that she's looking for the body so she can pop in. So meaning she's not really planning to come as a puppy. If that makes sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
So so she's constantly looking for a dog. So if you've been looking for a dog, like a rescue, or she, whenever you feel like okay, this is it, and she's gonna pop in right there.
Oh, good. Okay.
That's what she's gonna do. But she said prefer. I know she was in the big cocker, but she prefers a little smaller,
Yeah.
That's what she thinks.
And so I have another question. The other thing is my girlfriend who has since passed, she passed in 2020, was crazy over Harper. And I wondered sometimes, my husband and I said, gee, I wonder if she visits, if Aunt Joanna visits her, or she visits Aunt Joanna in heaven.
Okay, let me. Yes, yes. Yes. She says to be visit. Yes, visiting.
Good. I believe they would have been a lot of comfort for each other.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, she just is so busy. Like, she goes to all the souls that feels like sad and lonely, and she just goes there to comfort.
Aww.
Yeah. She's doing wonderful job up there.
Yeah,
That's why she said.
She would have been
Go
a
ahead.
wonderful support dog. She was really a sweetheart. I mean, she seemed to sense, doesn't she?
Yep.
So that doesn't surprise me at all, what you're sharing.
Yeah. She says she's a healer, so she often stares at you, sending the love and healing energy.
I just showed you last night.
Mhm.
I found a picture that came up on my phone last night where she was looking right in my face, direct me to her and her to me. And it was just like, yeah, I can picture exactly what you just said.
Yeah. So she's ready for you guys, and she's very, very excited. Okay, so anything you like to ask her? If it's not, we can wrap up our session.
No, just tell her we love
then-
her and we just miss her so much.
Yep.
And she brought us
She's
such great joy.
yes, she knows. She loves you guys so much.
Thank you, Nami and Kathy, both of you.
Of course.
That was so fun. Harper was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
She had a personality for sure. All the pretty girls walk like this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's how they knew it struck.
If she was a person, she would have been like a TikTok star.
She would
Like dancing.
with a tutu, by the way.
Oh yeah.
She would have been a TikTok star. Hey, Nami, so I have a question. So when dogs say they're going to come back in another body, can you explain a little bit more about that? Because I know you had done a communication with someone.
Yeah, so it's very interesting. And
I'm curious about that.
I only can explain from my experience how animals shared, because, truthfully, we would not know 100%, how many different ways of reincarnations and everything, unless we go into the heaven, right? Because everything's perfect up there. So from my experience, what animals share with me about the reincarnation, there's a different types that the reincarnation they could occur. Sometimes, my teacher also mentioned that we swap in the souls. So sometimes, like, if it's a rescue dogs, they had a life as previous dog as one soul, right? But then when this soul made the decision, or they have a conversation with up there and the God or the creator and this soul going up, then whomever up there will decide, okay, I'm gonna take this body, go, and I'm going to my person. So that could happen, swapping a soul, popping in.
Does the personality change?
So when they truthfully reincarnate, they also have to have their own mission and growth, learning to come down to the earth, right? So they're not going to be 100% a same personality as previous dog, like Harper, but they will give you a little hint, like here and there. Oh wait, like all of a sudden you start doing the thing that Harper used to do, that kind of stuff. That would be the cues, like, hey, like I'm here, but I'm here as a new dog, and I'm also learning to experience different things as this new dog, new soul. So that would be something, a sign that you kind of see. Or one of my clients experienced that two dogs passed away around the same time, and when I communicated that they decides to calm down, but kind of merge their two personality, two soul together, because both of them wanted to come in back. So they had the two personality, and this dog was very specific that they wanted to give you the sign to the client, the owner, that one would have the exactly same eyes. So this dog had one blue-eyed, one brown eye. So they said look for that sign. So the dog would have that kind of different eye colors, and then they found. And when the clients contact me, she said that when they rescued this dog, immediately this dog came into the porch, acted like they knew this house, that this dog knew this house. And that's the spot that those two used to go up there to, like, do the sunbathing. Like, they just knew the houses. So that kind of like clue they can give you. Sometimes they will decide to come as a puppy. Then in that case, they're coming, like, fully coming into like a new body, like as a puppy. So they could happen. Sometimes it doesn't fully reincarnation, but sometimes they will send a little piece of their essence into new dog's body. So they get to feel the sense of the late dog. So that could happen. So it's very different way of reincarnation could happen.
So, like with Harper, is she going to handle it? Like, is she going to just show up in Carol and Fred's life in some way, or is she going to be the driver, or do they need to start like looking? How does that work?
Oh, well, so everything in this world works so perfectly. It's aligned everything. So, not only Harper's job, but also Carol's and Fred, your guys, you have an angel, like everybody has that. So they
Everyone
work together.
We all
yes. So everyone's gonna work together just to try to find the perfect moment, So you can still looking for the dog, but you will know it. You will know, oh, this is some reasons. Sometimes, like, it's some reason if you scrolling down and looking for a dog, you just cannot, you just kept thinking about this dog, or that could be the sign, or it could be there's no plan to go into the shelter, or like whatever, but you just happen to be there, and
we've done that.
It sounded like coincidence. It just happened to be there. You were not planning to bring the dog back, but like you just did. That kind of very it seems very coincidence, but it's a perfect timing that will happen.
Gotcha. Now, did I understand you to say she was going to come back as a smaller dog? Yeah.
Yeah, she wants to be a little smaller dog, just to make sure daddies can carry her.
Oh, don't worry, I got the guns to carry her.
Nami, is Harper going to be a Cocker Spaniel, or is she going to be another breed?
She's not really specifically saying the Cocker Spaniels, but she wants to be the little smaller, and yeah, and she wants to be a girl again. That's very specific.
Oh,
are you okay with that? Are you okay with that?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
She wants to be very beautiful, right?
Very beautiful. That's something. It's very interesting because
he's painting the picture.
Because some dogs would prefer, like, oh, I want to try male dog, or sometimes some animals say, oh, I want to come back as a cat. But the Harper has kind of idea that she wants to be a little smaller, and female. That's what she said.
Okay. Well, our hearts are open.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did Harper say like what age of body she's going to come back in, or has she not picked?
She's not picking yet because she's like I'm ready, I'm ready. She's not really specifically deciding now because she was waiting to hear from both of you to see if you guys are really ready. She thought they were ready, but she just wanted to confirm that's okay.
Okay.
So
That makes
yeah,
sense to us.
yeah. So it happened. It happened on the right timing.
Carol,
it's gonna be the perfect.
you're gonna have to tell us who
Oh,
you're.
absolutely.
Oh yes, please.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now I'm all invested in the story. Like,
Yeah.
where's Harper? Where is she? What body is she gonna come back?
Yeah, I will tell you. Well, we do really very much miss a dog. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grand dogs, and I just love them all. I mean, I just can't. And it's kind of funny because it's almost as if they sense the loneliness of having a dog, if you will. I mean, they just, when we go to visit, they're all over us. They just can't get enough love, and so it's as good for us as it is for them as far as the love, So we're ready.
I mean, there's so many places that she could find you. Like, she could just be a stray you pick up, or
what's funny? When we found her, we had another cocker. She was 19 years old, and she had passed, and we were, of course, heartbroken then too. And it takes a little while for the heart, and so. It was on my birthday, actually. I was looking at email for work, and I said to my husband before we were getting ready to go to bed, I want to check my personal email real quickly. And it just so happened I saw something come up on a cocker rescue site. An email had come out, and I thought, oh, let me just take a look at that, because it was a black cocker, and then she was pictured on the rug with the other dog I was telling you about. The other dog's name was Rue. And so I showed my husband the picture, and I said, oh, look at this picture. And he said, who is Betsy on that rug with? And Betsy was the other dog they look so much alike. Yeah. And I said, that's not Betsy. I said, this little dog's name is Harper, and she's up for adoption. So he said, send a note right away. And the lady had 3 children under 5 years old. So she was up around 11:30,
Oh my gosh.
And so we asked question after question after question, and it just sounded so perfect. So we decided to meet. And she said that, and so Nami, you'll get a kick out of this. Again, the 3 children were all under 5, and she said, "I will tell you, there's not a thing wrong with this dog that we can find. She's such a sweet, pleasant personality, but the only thing is, she has to be number 1." And those little ones can be around as long as they recognize they're 2, 3, and 4, and I'm the first one. She never did it in a mean way. She was always very sweet, but the dog had wonderful neck muscles. If she wanted you to pet her, she would put her nose up under your hand and just push with her neck, like, I'm here, and I think your hand wants to pet me. But so we knew right away that she was. It was going to be a good fit. We watched her with the children, and she was very gentle. We watched her come into the store because we met at a PetSmart, and she had just been groomed. She was on the lead.
And she was prancing like she was Queen Elizabeth.
She looked like she was going to the show.
Yeah.
She truly did.
She knew she looked good.
We knew right away.
Oh, yeah. I walked her to the back, towards the back of the store, and got on the floor with her, and she got right in my lap and looked right up at me and says, "Hi, Dad."
Yeah.
exactly. Because she picked you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she was something special. So, yeah. So we'll take her any way she comes.
I'm invested in this, so I got to hear the follow-up.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, please.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I thank you both so much for the opportunity. And like I said, I am addicted to Camp Cocker. I love your mission. We were brought up on Cocker, so we love the Cocker.
Where in the country do you guys live?
We live in Maryland.
Oh, okay, yeah, because we have fans all over the U.S.
Yeah.
And we have adopters all over the U.S. too.
And I have my sister. For a while I kept saying, you've got to get on there, because I said we were raised with cockers, and so she's watching today from Oklahoma. So she is. Yeah, she's helped wipe a lot of tears because we've really missed her.
Oh,
yeah.
There's a good rescue on the oldies but goodies.
Okay.
Yeah, oldies but goodies cocker rescue. I mean, they don't just rescue old dogs, but they're Virginia based, but they adopt all over the East Coast. I'm pretty sure I think they adopt to Maryland.
Okay.
But they get because they live closer to where all the puppy mills are, so they get a lot of the puppy mill rescue.
Gotcha. Okay.
They're a good rescue.
Okay. We'll check them out.
Yeah. Oh, maybe maybe Harper made me say that.
Maybe Harper made you say that. And I will tell you, I grew up in Virginia, so there is a little tie there.
Oh, maybe Harper
She's already
made me say that.
Yeah.
She's quick.
Hey. Oh my God. Well, thank you so much. Thank you
so much.
Harper.
Thank you. This has been fun. We've really been looking forward to it, and we absolutely were not at all disappointed. Nami, thank you.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
You made our hearts feel good today.
Yay!
I'm glad to hear.
Bye-bye, gang.
Take care, and thank you so much.
Nami, should we pull another winner for next month?
Yes.
So I'll tell people we don't have very many tickets.
Oh no.
People have a good chance of winning. There's probably, I don't know, 80 tickets in here. But you can basically buy, if you want to buy a raffle ticket to enter the raffle, the raffle is ongoing. So once your name is in the jar, it'll stay in the jar, and then every month when we pull a winner, your name will still be in there. For as long as we keep doing this. So I'm grateful that you let us do this once a month, Nami.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
So you can buy raffle tickets are $5. You can go to iHeartCockerSpaniels.com to buy them. But here, let's pull. So because the next communication January, Oh,
who is that?
Mabel.
I
wonder if Amazon's at the door or something. Okay. Elsa's on my left, growling too. Okay, so let's pull a ticket because the next communication is on the first week in January. But that really was these two communications so close together were for November and December. So we should pull a raffle ticket for let me see. It's on January 6th. Okay, so let me pull a ticket. So this will be for our January winner. And I guess we could do it the last week in January. Depending on
sounds good.
So I'm gonna mix this up. Okay. Anybody want to help me? Elsa, do you want to help?
Elsa.
Sniff it. Okay, Elsa, do you want to pick one? She's like, here, I'm
She's
just
like,
she's like, there's no food in there.
Paycheck, yeah.
Okay, Elsa, here, whose name is it?
Oh, she's
okay,
gonna help.
The winner is Liz.
Okay.
Liz S.Y. I will look her up and send her an email. Congratulations, Liz. I'll send her an email to let her know she won next month's raffle for a communication. And also we have the raffle, the other raffle. Let me go grab it's for the cocker art. Let me go grab it real quick. So the raffle drawing on this is going to be on Wednesday.
That's so beautiful. Wow.
And it's this, I don't know if people can tell. This is so pretty. It's one of a kind, and it's a Cocker Spaniel framed, and it's made from recycled pieces of jewelry.
That's amazing. Wow.
The raffle, because this is so special, and it's literally one of a kind. There's no like it, and it was made by this lady. Her name's Laura. I can put her info in the comments, but to enter that raffle, it's $10. It's let me pull up Sorry, we did a special fundraiser for one of our alumni dogs, Betty. And so every $10 to that fundraiser gets a raffle ticket entry for this Cocker Spaniel art. So I will put that in the comments so people, hang on, let me just pull up the link here. Okay, here's the link. I will pop this into the comments. So, whoops. I'm trying to find the comments section. Here we go. Okay, so I'm popping the link into the comments. So for every $10 someone donates to this special fundraiser for Betty, they'll get a raffle ticket entry for this beautiful one-of-a-kind piece of Cocker Spaniel art, and it's stunning. And we're gonna do. We've got a few of these, so we're gonna start doing one a month for these Cocker Spaniel arts. So anyway, so thanks. Thank you to everyone for your support. And okay, Nami, thank you for your
Kathy.
and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.